Hello there, here's a video on time in Minecraft and how it relates to custom NPCs and scripting. So here I have three scripted blocks, and in this one I just have the get time method, and it will just get the raw time as it appears in the world. There is also a get total time which can't be reset, but the get time will get the current time since the last reset, or whatever, how long the world has existed, depending on what's going on. So here I've just taken that raw number and converted it into a 24-hour clock, which is fairly simple. You just divide it by 24,000 and then just round it down, and that'll give you a number. And then for the minutes, you just take the remainder and multiply it by 60 and divide by 1,000, and that will give you a fraction of 60 to make it look like a clock. So, but that's not really the time that most people would recognize. So in the last scripted block, so if I just let me just set it first to morning, and that will reset everything to 0. You see the first one has been reset to 0, and the second one is 0 hours also. So as you can see, it's morning here. So that's not really when most clocks start. So if you want to have something a little bit that better to recognize, like this clock here, you could have this little function that I found on the internet. It was written in Java, but it was very easy to convert to JavaScript. It just takes the get time and converts that into a AM or PM number. So it's very easy. You just run that on the world get time method, and you'll get the right number. So I just put that, and that's displayed in the sign there command, which is being run every tick. So the relationship between time and Minecraft can be seen here in the Gamepedia wiki, and it tells a lot of information about when things spawn and things like that, and it has this wheel, and it shows the 0 is 6. So 0 is 6 o'clock, but this time, the 0 time, is a lot easier to manipulate things with, because you don't have to convert it, and it gets a little complicated if you'd want to use the AM PM to use in scripting with NPCs. So, but you have to understand the relationship between these two. Let's just set it to midnight there, and midnight's 1800, that's 12 midnight, 12 a.m. and so the time would go till 23:59 seconds, and then it would go back to 0 again. So let's show an example of how this could be used. And here in this NPC, I have the time broken down into 4 different time ranges, intervals here, you can see. And this could be really, you wouldn't have to have it broken down to 4. You can have 3 or 2, or you can have them different sizes. In the previous one of my previous videos there, I did the day-night cycle, and that I showed how you could have an NPC do things during the day or night. But if you wanted more control between a certain interval like this, you could have them doing things, moving or changing their appearance or position or whatever, even their faction or something like that. So this one is using the set home command, and and he has set return to start yes. So that's how he works. I also have another NPC over here. That's the midnight till morning. So that's the 1800 to 2400 position where he's going to be. This one also works the similar way. It actually uses the navigate to command, and there are certain advantages to that. And if the path is clear between the two places, often navigate to is often easier to use. Sometimes a set home is better. It just depends on the application. So if I change the time here to sunrise again, he will go to the sunrise spot, change it to noon, and see, that's the set home sometimes glitches like that for some reason in this little routine. I'm not quite sure why. He'll jump up and down about 50 times, which is like 100 ticks, and then he will eventually move to the noon position. So that's a way of giving an NPC a life during the daytime. There he goes, finally. You can, like I said, you could change these intervals however you'd like, make them as precise or whatever. You have to, of course, understand that you have to maintain a certain amount of time for them to get from one place to another before another time event would occur. So you have to keep that in mind, how long it's going to take. So it works really well. So thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, and leave some comments. Thanks. Bye.